Hey there, language explorers. Welcome back to another episode of English Adventures with Emma, Alex, and Jack. I'm Emma, your guide on this fun journey.
And I'm Alex, ready to sprinkle some excitement into your English learning today. Buckle up because we've got an epic episode lined up just for you.
And I'm Jack, thrilled to be here with my amazing co-hosts. Today we're diving into the treasure chest of the most common words every English beginner needs to know. These words are like golden keys that unlock better communication and understanding in English.
That's right, Jack. We're also bringing you lively sections on vocabulary, grammar, orthography, and even some creative homework challenges to keep you on your toes. So, get ready to have a blast while you learn. So, Alex, can you tell us why learning the most common words in English is important?
Sure, Emma. Learning the most common words in English is important because these words are used very frequently in everyday conversations, books, movies, and even in writing. By knowing these words, you can understand and communicate better.
That's right. When you know the common words, you can build sentences more easily and understand others more quickly. It's a great foundation for learning more advanced vocabulary later on.
For example, words like the, be, to, of, and a, and in are among the most frequently used words in English. If you know these words, you can understand a lot of basic sentences.
Exactly. So listeners, let's dive into some of these common words and how you can use them in your daily English practice.
Now let's learn some of the most common words in English. We'll go over their meanings and how to use them in sentences. Our first word is the.
The is a definite article. It is used to refer to a specific item or items. For example, the cat is on the table.
Our second word is be. It is a verb that means to exist or to have a particular state or quality. For example, I will be there at 5 p.m.
The third word is to. It is used as a preposition or part of an infinitive verb. For example, I am going to the store, or I want to learn English.
Our fourth word is of. It shows possession, relation, or origin. For example, she is a friend of mine.
The fifth word is and. It is a conjunction used to connect words, phrases, or clauses. For example, I like apples and oranges.
Our sixth word is a. It is an indefinite article used before words that begin with a consonant sound. For example, I saw a dog.
The seventh word is in. It is a preposition used to indicate location or position within something. For example, the book is in the bag.
Great words. Let's use them in sentences. The cat is on the table. I will be there at 5 p.m. I am going to the store. She is a friend of mine. I like apples and oranges. I saw a dog and the book is in the bag.
Let's repeat the words and their meanings once more. The, definite article. Be, verb. To, preposition or part of an infinitive. Of, shows possession or relation. And, conjunction. A, indefinite article. In, preposition.
Remember, these words are essential for building sentences and understanding English. Try to use them in your daily conversations.
That is right, Alex. And to practice, write down these words and their definitions. Then, try to use each word in a sentence about your daily life.
Writing helps reinforce your learning, so make sure to practice regularly.
Next, let's talk about grammar. Today we will focus on how to use these common words in the present simple tense.
The present simple tense is used to describe habits, routines, and facts. For example, I go to school every day.
Here are some examples using our common words. The cat sleeps on the sofa. I am a teacher. She goes to the market. This is a book of stories. John and Mary are friends. I have a pen. And they live in New York.
Notice how we use the to specify the cat, be as am and are to describe states, to and goes to, of and book of stories, and to connect John and Mary, a before pen, and in to indicate location and live in New York.
Okay, guys, let's practice together. I will say a sentence, and you, Emma, will use one of the common words to complete it. Ready?
Sure, let's do it.
I want learn English.
I want to learn English.
She is teacher.
She is a teacher.
They live Paris.
They live in Paris.
Great job! And listeners, you can practice this at home. Think of some sentences and try using these common words to complete them.
And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you'll get.
Here's another exercise. Write down a few sentences about your daily routine. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. Then, use the common words to connect and expand your sentences.
That's a fantastic way to practice the present simple tense, Emma. And it helps you think in English, which is really important.
Now let's talk about orthography, which is a fancy word for spelling. Good spelling is important for writing in English.
Let's practice spelling some of the common words we learned today. Emma, can you spell "the" for us?
Sure, T-H-E, the.
Great. Now let's spell "b."
B-E-B.
Perfect. Finally, let's spell "to."
T-O-2.
Excellent. Remember to practice spelling these words at home.
And here's a tip for improving your spelling. Try to write the words several times. You can also use them in sentences to help remember the spelling.
You can even make flashcards. Write the word on one side and the definition on the other. This can help you practice and remember.
Flashcards are a great idea. And don't forget to review them regularly. Consistency is key.
Another tip is to read as much as you can in English. The more you read, the more you will see the correct spelling of words, and it will help you remember them better.
And if you find a word that you don't know how to spell, look it up and practice writing it. Over time, your spelling will improve.
Now let's share some real-life examples of how using common words can help in daily conversations. Jack, do you have an example?
Yes, I do. When I was learning German, I focused on the most common words first. This helped me understand basic sentences and communicate simple ideas quickly.
That's a great example. For me, when I started learning Spanish, I practiced using common words in sentences. I would make simple sentences like, I am Emma. This is a book. And she is my friend. It made learning easier and more practical.
That's awesome, Emma. Listeners, think about how you can use these common words in your daily English practice. Start with simple sentences and gradually make them more complex as you get more comfortable.
And remember, the key is to use these words regularly. The more you practice, the more natural it will become.
I agree. Consistency is more important than intensity. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day, it will make a difference over time.
Now let's answer some questions from our listeners. We have a question from Maria in Spain. She asks, how can I make learning English a habit when I have a busy schedule?
Great question, Maria. The key is to find small pockets of time in your day. Maybe you can listen to an English podcast while you're commuting, or read a page of an English book before bed.
Yes, and try to connect it to something you already do. For example, if you drink coffee every morning, make it a habit to read an English article while you have your coffee.
Another tip is to set a reminder on your phone. It can help you remember to practice your English at a specific time every day.
And don't forget to make it fun. Choose activities that you enjoy, like watching English movies or chatting with friends in English. And be sure to watch our channel for new episodes and fun English learning tips.
Great tips. We also have a question from John in Australia. He asks, what are some good resources for practicing English every day?
There are many great resources out there, John. You can use apps like Duolingo or Babbel for daily practice. There are also many websites with free English exercises like BBC Learning English or ESL Pod.
And don't forget about YouTube. There are many channels dedicated to teaching English. Our channel, in particular, has a variety of content to help you improve your English skills.
We also received a question from Sarah in Canada. She asks, how can I improve my English speaking skills if I don't have anyone to practice with?
That's a good question, Sarah. One way to improve your speaking skills is to practice speaking out loud to yourself. You can describe what you're doing, talk about your day, or even read a book aloud.
Another great way is to use language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk, where you can find language partners to practice with. Many people are looking to practice English, so you can help each other.
And if you're feeling adventurous, try recording yourself speaking in English. Listen to the recording and see how you can improve. It might feel strange at first, but it's a great way to practice and track your progress.
And don't forget to use our channel as a resource. We often have speaking exercises and tips that you can practice along with us.
We have one more question from Liam in the UK. He asks, what can I do if I feel demotivated and want to give up learning English?
That's a great question, Liam. It's normal to feel demotivated sometimes. One way to stay motivated is to set small, achievable goals. Celebrate your progress no matter how small it is.
Also, try to make learning fun. Use materials that interest you, like movies, books, or games in English. Mixing up your routine can keep things exciting.
And don't forget to reward yourself for your hard work. After you complete a learning task, give yourself a little treat or take a break doing something you enjoy.
Remember, learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Take it one step at a time and don't be too hard on yourself. We believe in you.
For homework, we want you to start using the common words we discussed today. Choose 5 of the words and write sentences using each one. For example, the cat is on the table, I am a student, she goes to the park, this is a cup of tea, and John and I are friends.
Yes, and be consistent. Practice using these words every day for 1 week. Then, come back and tell us how it went in the comments.
Also, practice spelling the words. Write each word 5 times and use them in different sentences.
And don't forget to practice the present simple tense. Write 3 sentences about your daily habits or routines.
That's all for today's episode of English Learning with Emma, Alex, and Jack. We hope you enjoyed learning about the most common words for beginners and practicing your English with us.
If you like this podcast, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Leave a comment and let us know what you think and share your homework with us. We'd love to hear from you.
And don't forget to check out our other episodes for more fun and learning. Thanks for listening.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.